Hi guys! Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you want to call it for this month. Here's my little girl, my little chihuahua. She's in her little Christmas sweater, as you can see, ho ho ho. But this is my little girl. She's always cold, so I have to keep it on her all the time. But this is her little Christmas sweater. Say hi, Elvira. Say hi, little girl. Say hi. She's grumpy, doesn't like to socialize too much anymore. She's 13 and grumpy old thing, but I love her. So anyway, this is my baby, one of my three. So anyway, guys, it's cool tonight. I've got my nice little red velvet Christmas blanket to keep warm. And I got my hot apple cider in my Santa cup. I love my little Santa cup. Got a little set of these. See how cute that is? So anyway, guys, I'm doing this video because um, I'm going to do something. Maybe you can go on this little journey with me. Um, I don't know what happened to me today, but I woke up thinking I've got to change my view on so many things. As you all know, there's always something bad in the news, always something bad happening around the world. And you know what? We can't take care of everything and everyone, but we can take care of our own space, our own life, best, the best of our ability. But I really believe in this, I guess you could call it law of attraction, or I don't know, positive thinking, what have you. But I really believe that the more positive you put out there, the more that comes back to you, and the more negative you put, the more negative. Kind of like a radar. If you're in a really negative mood, you're going to kind of seek out uh, something that fits that mood. Well, I don't want that. I want to be positive, and I want my radar to be seeking out things and people and situations that are more positive and better feeling. And I picked this month to do it because um, a lot of changes have happened in my life. This is the first year I'm living alone for a holiday, and I'm 57. That's a long time to have never lived alone. And it was very painful for me, actually, Saturday when I unpacked my Christmas stuff to decorate. It's the first year I'm doing this alone, or, at the holiday alone. The last time I unpacked them was 2010 when I was living with my son. And last year I didn't because I was living with another family, so I didn't bring them out. But anyway, it was actually painful. The memories of all the Christmases he and I had shared together after my divorce, as well as the memories of all the Christmases previous, even when I was married. It was painful. I did cry. But I thought, no, I can't do this anymore. I want to look at life better in a more positive way. Um, so, guys, what I'm going to say is maybe you can go on this journey with me starting this month and hopefully permanently. I am no longer going to be watching anything on TV that has to do with negative stuff. I'm no longer going to be watching the news. The news are very depressing. 99.9% of them are bad. Uh, I don't know about you, but I would get up in the morning and get my coffee, go online and check local news, check CNN page, Fox page. It's all bad, 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 bad. Not a good way to start your day. Not a good way to end the day. I'm not doing that anymore, guys. I'm not watching TV either. I'm only going to pick very few things on television. To me, TV is garbage nowadays. It's full of sex, drugs, violence, meanness, sarcasm, just deceit. It's just, to me, it's just garbage. It's dribble. I don't like TV much anymore at all. I rarely watch TV. I'll watch some shows like maybe on nutrition or maybe on PBS. There's something that I would find interesting. But I no longer watch all these, murder, NCIS, doctor shows, hospital I don't watch that garbage anymore. I'm done with it. Today something happened, I don't know what, but I woke up in this frame of mind where everything inside of me said, enough. Enough, Lori. Enough with focusing on the bad. There's too much of it. You know as well as I do. You get on YouTube, and what's the first thing you see? You see video after video about what's happening in this world, the bad, okay? There's too much of it. Way too much. I'm not going to focus on it anymore. I believe the more you focus on the bad things, the bigger they get, the more they expand. So I'm going to start this little journey this month. I'm going to keep you updated I read something online where you can actually download the book. It's by Wallace Wattles. It's called Science of Getting Rich. Um, and it's basically applies to a lot of things in life, but I'm going to start following that. From what I read, it said that anybody who follows it has yet to not get rich and not have great things happen in life. It it trains you to where it's almost like what you think of and want, it just happens quickly too. So I'm going to start doing this, guys, because life's been, I have had a hard life. There's been a lot of painful things, but we have to go on. And this month, for me, it's Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you. Happy holiday, happy Hanukkah, whatever it is you believe in. I wish you happiness this month and every month thereafter. But this month, something just came inside of me, just like came alive to say, enough already. Okay, enough. So, guys, I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna focus positive thoughts into my life, even with problems with people, things going on in my life. Instead of focusing that it's a problem, I'm gonna start envisioning it being right, being happy, being good. We're all going through something. Everybody's going through something, whether it be yourself, your spouse, your partner, your children, relatives, what have you. There's something. And instead of focusing on that problem of what that something is with that someone, let's start focusing about the positive outcome of it. Like, for instance, if you're having problems with one of your children or something, instead of focusing on the problem you're having with the child, focus on it being right. Focus how it would be if everything was good. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I've got some issues with, some of my sons. And instead of focusing now, like I've been doing, on, gosh, why is he being so stubborn? Why is he this? Why is that? I'm just going to think, I love you. I'm going to send them love, send them good feelings, send them good thoughts. Um, I believe there's just way too much negativity floating around on the news, on TV, on the radio, on the internet. There's way too much. And I think it affects us a lot more than we think. Once it's in your head, it's in your head, and it can affect your day. Same thing kind of goes with psychics. I used to be one who always read my horoscope and who always liked to get online on YouTube and look at all the psychics, for the day, for the month, for the week, for the year, whatever. And I'm no longer doing that, because think about it, guys. You can wake up in the best mood possible, and you're thinking today's going to be a great day. And then you hear your horoscope, and the psychic says, "Oh, I believe that this month you're going to be, hey Aries, you're going to have a lot of problems. There's going to be a lot of financial difficulties. You're going to have stress with your in-laws. You're going to have problems with relatives." It sets all these things up, and then they throw a couple good things in there. But you start focusing on that bad stuff. I'm not doing that anymore. I did that all the time. I'd hear something and I'd be like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Oh no. And then you focus on it. You can't help it. So I'm not reading horoscopes anymore. Don't start your day by reading your horoscope in the paper or online, because maybe you wake up in the best mood and it says today you're going to have problems with your coworkers. Today you have stumbling blocks, into your plans, but and you're going to go, oh man, and you think, and you might think you're just like, oh yeah, that's garbage. But once it's in your head, you're thinking about it, and you're thinking, gosh, what is going to happen today? And maybe something at work happens and it's really minor, but you make it major because your horoscope said today was going to be a bad day at work. So you know what I'm talking about. I'm not doing that anymore. I am done. I am not going to be reading horoscopes and listening to psychics online and all that good stuff, because it really can affect your focus, what you're supposed to be focusing on, which is the good, the positive. And then they throw in there a little wrench saying that this and this is going to happen. Well, and there you are. You're looking at that. You're thinking about that. No more. So, guys, maybe you can go on this little thing with me, because I believe that the more you focus on something bad, the more it expands. I really do. For instance, I'll give you an example. Like the month of October is breast cancer awareness. I don't do that. I will not do that. I will not be a part of thinking every single day in October, about cancer. I'm not going to do it. I just think I'm sorry. I know they say it's making people aware of it, but I don't want to focus every day of October on cancer. I'm just going to have common sense, like every woman should. Check yourself. If you feel something that doesn't feel right, go to the doctor. Common sense, logic. Um, I really am, the more I see going on in life around me, the more I really believe this. And I've looked at people who are really happy, and they tend to not focus on the negative. They'll hear it, but then they let it go. Like my son, for instance, my youngest son, he does that. He was always that way. Uh, Things would occur, things would happen, but he never focused on it. It would happen, he'd deal with it, and go on. Somehow things always went his way. I don't know how to explain it, but if he wanted something, it came to him. I swear to you, he would want something, didn't have the money for it, but he'd just say, I know it's coming to me, I'm not worried about it, I'll get it. And it would. So many things would occur, I'd be like, wow, this is unreal. I still didn't get into it as much as he did, though. I mean, I would be like, oh, that's great, but I never really applied it to myself. Well, I am now. Um, when I unpacked all this stuff, to decorate this Saturday, it was very painful, and I cried for a little bit, and I thought, nope, I'm not going to let you take me over. I'm not going to do it, because it was painful uh, to know that, wow, this is the first Christmas I'm living alone. Very weird. After having been married 22 years, having 5 children, very weird. But now I have grandchildren, so I can transfer all that to my little grandkids, and I did today. I went and bought them some goodies, and I'm just enjoying that part of it now. I'm going to be doing things for them now, that little kid stuff. So I'm focusing on that and the joy in that. And so people, I guess this video mainly is about, we're all going through something in life. Everybody has something in life that isn't the most positive or the happiest. But it's up to us how we react to it. Like they say, you can't always help what life throws you, but you can help how you react to it. So I'm going to start doing that. I want you to join me on this journey, guys. Uh, Find the positive. Think positive. Envision your life how you want it to be. Um, Maybe you want a new car. You're driving a clunker. Be thankful, though. I really believe the more thankful you are for what you already have, the universe says, well, hey, they're really thankful they have that little clunker car. I think I'll send them a new car. You don't know how, but it'll happen. Maybe you want to move into a house. Maybe you're living in a tiny little apartment or renting a room somewhere. You want to be in a home. You don't know how it could happen. You sit there and envision yourself in your beautiful home, surrounded by beautiful things. Uh, your nice kitchen. Envision yourself driving that car. While you're driving down the road in your clunker, envision driving that wonderful car, that beautiful car. But you got to feel it. You got to feel it in your heart and soul, not just think it. You got to really feel it, that you're actually doing it. I'm really seeing that the people who do have things occur for them, they really feel. Like my son, he never even gave it a second thought. It was just second nature to him, like breathing. If he wanted something, he's like, I know, I'll get it. He never even worried about it. And he used to tell me, quit worrying. You're wasting your life worrying. It will change nothing. And he was right. Worrying changes nothing. But it does seem that it kept things that I wanted further away from me. So I'm going to start thinking in that way. Same with my daughter. She's kind of the same way. She's like, if I were to call her up and say, hey, did you hear about what happened? She'd be like, Mom, I don't watch the news. I never watch the news. I don't want to hear it. And she has a much more positive outlook on life, and things seem to go well for her as well. So I'm changing today, guys. I don't know what happened today, but something came inside of me, in my heart, my soul, and said, enough, it's time to stop. I'm not watching any more YouTube videos about the horrible things happening in the sky, in the air, in the food. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to be this ignorant fool. I will be aware, but there's a difference between being aware and focusing. Maybe there is something that will catch my attention on a YouTube video about something occurring. Okay, maybe I'll watch it, but you know what? I'm not going to focus on it. I'm not going to watch it and be all day thinking, oh my God, I can't believe this. No. I'm really going to aim towards just not watching it. There's too much on YouTube and on the news about all the bad occurring. And I'm sorry, guys, but one person cannot take care of the whole world. We can't take care of everybody's problems. We can't heal all diseases. We can't stop the wars. We can't do it all. Nobody, not one person that by themselves can do it all. Give to the charities if you can to help, all these organizations, of course, they need your help. So give to those charities to help the homeless, to help the poor, to help, veterans, to help all that sort of thing. You give to that as much as you can. $5, if that's all you've got, imagine millions of people giving $5. It's a lot of money. So think in that way, positive. Feel like I'm doing something good. Don't focus on what you're doing it for. Like if you're giving money to the homeless shelter, don't think, oh my God, those poor people, how awful, horrible. Instead, think, I'm giving money to help them. This is great. I feel good. And it'll help somebody. Start viewing life that way. Like me, for instance, I would see somebody in a wheelchair or say their leg was gone or they were blind or something. My God, I would cry and fall apart. My son was just the opposite. He'd be like, Mom, he's getting out in a wheelchair. How lucky is he that he can do that instead of being laid up in bed? Okay, yes, he's blind, but look, he's walking down the street. He's able to use his thing and walk and be out in the world. He would always see things that way, and I would be crying. And I'm the one who felt bad. He didn't. He'd be like, wow, imagine. He'd think of the positive aspect of things. I'm doing that today, guys. It's starting today. For this whole month, I want you all to try that. Hopefully, prolong it from now on. But I'm finding that the more positive I think about things and thankful, I think the key is to be so thankful for what you already have. And you might think, what do I have to be thankful for? I'm broke, I'm in this dingy apartment, I drive a junker car, what have you. Well, you know what? If you're watching this video, there's a lot of people out there who would love to have those eyes that can see. If you're walking to work and you're saying, God, I have to walk because I don't have a car, there are so many people who would love to have those legs and feet to walk somewhere. If you have a hand where you can work on your computer, how many people would love to have the ability to use their hands and they can't? So you see, there's a lot of things to be thankful for that we don't think about because we have taken them for granted. I think my house, and you might think, how silly. No, it's not. Every single thing around you has energy. Everything's got energy. And I believe when you put positive energy into everything around you, that creates a more positive just vibe all around. So if you wake up and you're thinking, oh God, I hate this stupid apartment, it's so, I hate this, whatever, well, that's what you're putting into it. So that's what you're going to keep feeling. Make the place you are as comfortable and as attractive and warm as you can, warm feeling. That's the key. Um, and I think, I think the thing of it is, I guess I lost my train of thought here because I got I'm looking at my Christmas stuff, sorry. But the key is to be positive. The key is to think of everything you have and be grateful for it. Don't forget. Just look around you. The couch you sit on, the bed you sleep in, the pillow you have on your head, the food you have. I open that refrigerator and I think, how lucky am I to have this refrigerator to store my food? How lucky am I to have this stove to cook my food? How lucky am I to have the food? There's just so many things that you can be grateful and thankful for. And I think the more you're thankful for something, the more the universe says, I'm going to send you more and better. I really believe that. So, guys, go on this little journey with me for at least this month. Set your goal for at least this month. When you wake up in the morning, like I do, I wake up and I walk outside and I think, oh, thank you for this sun to warm us. How grateful am I for that sun? And when it's a cloudy day, I'm thankful. I love it. It's like, oh, this is so, wintry, and I love that feeling. I love stormy weather. So when it clouds up, I'm like, oh, I love this. It just feels so, it makes you want to get all cozy and warm. I love that stuff, okay? So I'm thankful for everything I have. I'm thankful for my car. I'm thankful for, like my car, for instance, okay? I was living with my son and two of my sons and my daughter. Well, one of my sons wrecked the car we had, and it was my daughter's. She didn't have insurance, full coverage, just liability. So we lost the car. So, boy, was it difficult. Oh my gosh, was it difficult. Um, and all I kept thinking was, oh my gosh, I need a new car. What are we going to do? Oh my gosh, I kept envisioning having a new car. I'm not lying to you. One day, somebody knocks at my door, and he asks for me, and I'm like, yeah, that's me. And he says, well, see that car downstairs? And I look out my apartment. I'm like, yeah. And he goes, well, it's yours. I said, yeah, right, okay, whatever. I said, I think you have the wrong person. He goes, no, your father just bought this car for you. I was like, what? And he says, your father just bought this car for you. I was like, that's not possible. He's never talked to me. About a car? And he says, well, it's all paid in full and it's yours. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Well, my father had bought me a car. Never asked him, just did it. Paid in full. So I was like, oh my God, I still have that car. I'm very grateful for that car. Um, so you don't know how things will come to you. Just focus on what it is you want, whether it's the house you want, picture yourself living in that beautiful new home, a car, whatever it is you're thinking, envision yourself actually having it, feeling that you already have it, and feel positive. If it's money, I love money. I'm sorry, I love money. I think it's great. It can free you up to do a lot of things, a lot of good things. Money is not the root of all evil. It is the people that use it that are the evil ones, how they use it. Same as with a gun. A gun itself is not evil, it's the person that uses it to do the evil. So I think money's great. It can give you a lot of freedom to do a lot of wonderful things in this world. So if you want more money, envision yourself. Envision looking at your bank account, seeing lots of zeros. Envision yourself with a wallet nice and fat. Envision yourself being able to tip people well and go eat and buy things and enjoy life, you know? Envision it. Feel it deep in your heart and soul. That's what this month is going to be for me, guys. I want to change the way I've been viewing life. I had a habit of when something bad would happen, I would think about it too long. I'm not going to do that anymore. I will deal with it as it comes. You can't do anything about the past. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. You can only deal with really the present. I'm going to start living in the present. As to what comes to me, I will deal with it when it comes to me. No longer am I going to have the what ifs. Well, what if this happens? What if that? I'm not going to do that anymore because it was stressing me out. It was defeating everything inside of me that was trying to come out positive by thinking of the what ifs. Those are gone. Like my son used to say, when something happens, deal with it and move on. But don't sit and worry about what's going to happen. Don't worry about what has already happened. You can't change what happened. So I'm going to live in the moment like he used to do. He always lived in the moment. And when something occurred, he dealt with it and got on with it. But he always knew it would be better. He just knew it was. So, guys, my message to you this season is think positive. Find the positive in your life, no matter how small it is. If you wake up and maybe you made your coffee and it was the best cup of coffee you made, you're like, wow, that coffee came out great. Be thankful. Hold your cup of coffee, enjoy it, and think, wow, that was a great cup of coffee. Enjoy that. Be thankful. Say, oh, thank you for that coffee. It sounds so simple, but in reality, that's the key. You be thankful for what is good in your life, and I believe more comes to you guys. You keep focusing on that negative, on whatever, for whatever purpose it is, whether it's your health, where you live, the people in your life, whatever. You're going to keep drawing that, and I know that for a fact. I was in the habit of getting on YouTube and looking at all these negative videos about all the terrible things happening in this world and reading the news, and I would feel down. I'm not doing it anymore. I will be aware, of course. You can scan like your local news, look at the, things that are on there online or on the paper. But if you see things shooting, stabbing, you know, accident, whatever, you can't do anything about that. So kind of let it go. Don't read it. You don't need to read it all the time. Um, be aware of things. Say you see something that says road closure. Well, of course you might want to check that out because you might need that road to go to work or whatever. But do not keep reading all the negative and bad, guys. It doesn't do you any good. I'm stopping as of today, and I'm going to keep you updated as to how things go. Um, I'm going to think positive. Even when bad things occur, I'm going to still think positive. I'm going to think, okay, there's a reason for everything because I'm a believer that there is a reason for everything that occurs. Um, and it's how you handle it. Uh, just like, decorating for Christmas, like I said, it was tough, but now I feel good that I did it. My house feels festive and warm and comfy and cozy and very festive. It just feels good. And looking at all my, decorations here on my tree, it was kind of hard. You look at things that your children made when they were little, and like this one, for instance. This was one of my kids. Remember that when Care Bears were just absolutely crazy? Okay, totally into the Care Bears stuff, and oh, let me get back on there. And it was kind of hard, all these little things that your kids do when they're children, and they make for you and they bring home, and um, it's just, like here's one for instance. I'll show you. My son made this. I mean, check that out. He was a little bitty boy. He's now almost 30. But there it is. And these little things mean the world, okay? They mean the world to me more than any Tiffany anything. All those little things mean a lot to me. So, guys, um, think about the positive. Focus on the positive. Focus on what it is you want in life. Don't make it a chore like, oh my God, I'm going to think. But just make it like part of you, make it part of your every, if, if you're wanting a new home, that's my thing. I want my own home now. I'm living in someone else's home. I want my own home. I envision myself now. When I'm in the kitchen, I envision myself in my beautiful new kitchen with my beautiful, countertops. And I just have this vision of a Tuscan style kitchen. I'm envisioning all of this, guys. Every part of the house I go into, I envision it in my new house. I just feel it. Um, I envision when I open, when I check my bank account online, I see the zeros. I have this feeling of, I know it's there, it's here, it's coming to me. I know it is. I'm changing all that now, and it feels good rather than worrying and wondering and asking why. That's what I used to do. Why isn't it this way? Why isn't it that way? And I never felt good. Now I'm going to do like my son, because I swear to you, whatever he wanted, and we were struggling, it was just me and him, struggling. Whatever he wanted, he just like, all right, I know I'm going to get it. And he did. It would, whether it be he got a little raise at work, or he got a little bonus, or a friend of his had something he decided that he wanted, and the friend said, oh, I don't want this, he gave it to him. I mean, it was just weird how things would come to him, and he never worried. So that's what I'm going to do now, guys. So I'm telling you, for this month, make it a happy, festive season. Even if you live alone, even if there are bad things happening in your life, try to find the positive side. Be thankful for what is good in your life. And I know there are a lot of things that happen in people's lives that are very painful: deaths, illness. There are things that are very painful, but you got to get through it, because it will pass. In one way or another, it will pass. But you've got to get through it. Find the positive. Be grateful. We don't know when our time's coming. I could shut off this video and drop from a heart attack. You could stop watching this video and drop. I mean, you could walk out into a car, in front of a car by accident. Who knows? We don't know how it's going to happen, or when it's going to happen. But I believe I'm going to have a nice, long, happy life, healthy life. I'm very healthy. I'm very grateful. I haven't been to a doctor in years and years. I'm on no medication. I'm almost, I'm headed to 60. I'm 57. I'm very grateful. I'm thankful. I take good care of myself. So, guys, think positive. If there's something you want, focus on it as it already being in your life. Seriously, focus on it as it's already there. Not hope for it. Don't say, I want this, I hope I get this, I need this. The more you say you need, the more need comes to you. Just believe you have it. And that's what I'm going to do. I will keep you updated on how things go. I'm very thankful for this home. I'm very thankful that I have you all. Your comments and everything make me feel wonderful. I can't tell you, I love it when you guys comment, and even the mean ones. I will delete mean people, though. I'm not going to lie. I delete them because, you know what? It's negative. I'm not going to have it on my thing. I just delete. It's the way I handle that, and I like it. But all the kind comments, it makes me feel good. So I'm thankful for that, for all of you. Um, I'm thankful for, right now, my little dogs are here all snuggled on the couch. I'm nice and warm and comfortable, and I am so thankful. I have food. I have what I need, and I know there are a lot of people out there who don't have that food. They don't have a home. They don't have shelter. But you know what? Don't think of them in that way. Think, when you see those things, like if you pass by a shelter, or you see a homeless person, or you see somebody in a wheelchair or whatever, no longer think, oh my God. Instead, think good thoughts towards it. Send them positive thoughts. Just think, may everything go well for you. May life bring you good things. May life bring you good things. That's what I do. I see somebody now on the street that I know is obviously homeless. I just think, may life bring you good things. That's what I'm going to do from now on, because it feels better, and I feel like I'm sending them something better than sorrow and pity. I don't think that's good. So, guys, Go with me on this journey for this month. I wish you the best, wonderful holiday this season, however you celebrate it, or if you don't celebrate a holiday because you don't believe in them, I still wish you the best for this month and every month thereafter. But I am going to celebrate. I love Christmas. I'm not religious, but I still love the season. I love Christmas. Um, I believe in the universe, creator, whatever you want to call it. You call it God, whatever. I call it universe, source, whatever. I believe in it. And I wish you the best. And I hope you do this. And if you do, I would like you to let me know um, if things are changing for you. And like I said, simple things, guys. Be thankful for everything that you have a great day at work. Excuse me. Be grateful. Say, God, I had a great day at work. Thank you, universe. Oh, thank you. I'm so thankful. You know what, people? I know there are religious people out there who won't like this, but that's okay. I believe that you are God. I am God. I am my God. You know, even I think in the Bible, if I remember from my Catholic upbringing, it says, you know, we're made in the image of God. Well, okay. I believe that I am God. I believe you are your own God. You are the creator of your own universe, your own life, and what you think becomes. So I am God, and I'm going to believe that I will create what I want in my life, and I think you should too. Um, and for all you religious people who want to send me messages saying, oh, you have to believe in Jesus Christ and this and that, well, you believe what you want. Everybody has to get through this life how they need to. My personal belief is each individual is their own God, creator of their own universe, and that's the way I feel. So, guys, think positive. Find the good side, the good things in your life, no matter how small, and I mean no matter how small. Because the more thankful you are for the good, I really believe that the more good comes to you. It has happened to me in life, and it took me today, I don't know what happened today, but something kicked inside of my head there to say, stop and think about the good things that happened and how they happened and where they came from. And I had to stop and think, wow, there were several things in my life that occurred, and it was very unusual how they occurred and surprising. But yet it was the things that I thought, I don't know, I guess I do think back now. I was like, yeah, I know, you know, this will come along. For those times that I was in that frame of mind, it did happen. But then I'd go out of that frame of mind back into that whole reality world of, oh, well, everything's so crappy today. And it would go crappy. Not anymore, guys. So, I'm going to shut this video off, and I hope when you finish watching this, I hope you start thinking and look around you. Wherever you are, look around you. What do you have to be thankful for? Whether it's a blanket, a coat, your medicines, your sight, your body, whatever. Think about what you have to be thankful for. Something that you love, you know, that makes you smile. Like this little guy here. I got this. I think my grandkids, I've had this for a few years, but my grandkids love. Check it out. Check it out, guys. Silly, huh? Well, I love it because it is silly and it's lighthearted. So, guys, oh, my dogs are all, whoo, what is that? Crazy. But anyway, so guys, after you watch this video, look around you, see what you have to be thankful for. Start your day tomorrow, sending good thoughts to those that maybe aren't so fortunate. And any problems you're having with any people, instead of focusing on the problem, focus on good thoughts to the person. I'm serious. Even like if you have a neighbor that's causing you trouble, don't think about the trouble. Just think things are peaceful, things are good, life is good. Send that vibe to the universe instead of the vibe of the problem. Okay, guys? So, wish you a happy season. Don't know if I'll do another video before Christmas, but maybe. Anyway, I wish you the best. I'm all snug and warm and grateful and thankful. So, take care. Love you all. And I hope you have a good night or day, whatever time you're watching this. So we shall see you all later. Love you all. And happy holiday. Happy everything. Merry Christmas. However you want to word it and celebrate it. I wish the best to you. So take care, guys. We shall see you. And, oh, the world's not going to end, by the way. So don't think that. Obviously, it makes sense to always be prepared for things that could occur. Earthquakes, who knows? All kinds of things can happen. It's the Earth. It makes sense to just be prepared for the basics in life. That's just common sense. But no, the world's not going to end on December 21st, 2012. That's just a bunch of hype. And I think a lot of it is to get people to buy stuff, sack up, buy this, buy that, buy that. Common sense, be prepared though. You never know what can happen. We could lose the electricity. Who knows what could happen? Just be prepared, but don't focus on it. Just have common sense. Just like you have car insurance for your car in case something happens, just common sense. Be prepared. Enjoy the holiday. December 1st, 21st, we're not going to, the world's not going to end. Um, I know the hype is out there because of the way the planets are going to align and this and that, what have you. Well, it's not going to end, guys. Who knows? Maybe there will be a spiritual awakening, something of that nature. Who knows? But I do know the world's not going to end. We're going to go on to the next year, guys. So enjoy this month. Have a nice positive outlook on everything. And be good and kind to people so it comes back to you, okay? We'll talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye-bye.